And good afternoon, everybody. It is bang on 4 p.m. again. We are live on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, on LinkedIn. If you don't know us and you're seeing us for the first time, my name is Ross. I run Act On This.tv and Bulletproof Actor with producer Petch down the bottom, and I team up for Bulletproof Actor with Mr. High Performance himself, Mr. Matt Hall. I can't even speak, boys. World record breaking.
Do you know you said the wrong time as well, Ross? I weren't going to pick you up just yet.
Oh, it's 3. Yeah. It's 3 p.m. This just shows that it's live and we don't know what we're doing. We're normally live at 4 p.m, but we've got a Rapid Fire Friday call for our members on actonthis.tv. So yeah, we've gone live an hour earlier. It's 3 p.m, but it's Friday. It's a brilliant day. And it's a brilliant day for many reasons, boys. Yes, it's Friday. The sun is almost kind of shining. Things are looking up in the acting industry. Life is good. But also, it's exciting because today is the final day. Literally, it all ends tonight, midnight, the final day to get involved in our flagship high-performance mindset coaching program, Bulletproof Actor, Unstoppable Confidence, Infinite Success version 2.0. It's a bit of a mouthful. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching regularly, will know all about it by now, but we're going to cover the program today because I've been getting a lot of emails, boys. I sent an email out, obviously, this morning reminding people we finish registration tonight at midnight. If you're not in by then, you're not in, unfortunately. Lots of people have sent me emails, and I thought, you know what, rather than reply, and I'm replying, but rather than replying a million times to the same question, I'm going to do a live with you guys, and we'll go through the questions, and we'll just show people the program. We'll answer questions on mindset, what this is, why it's important in your acting career, how it can improve your entire life. And we'll just see what happens, see who tunes in. Petch, you can bring questions up on screen, and we'll take it from there. But how are you both?
I'm good. Can I just say, I think it's really encouraging that so many people are asking questions and doing due diligence. You know, we've both, and you've been doing it longer than I have. You guys have been doing it longer than I have with course launches in general. And, you know, I think just full transparency, they're not as easy to sell anymore. I think that people are wanting to make sure that when they invest their money, they invest it wisely into people they can trust and programs that are genuinely, you know, focused on getting results for them. But I think it's really encouraging that people are taking the time, they are asking questions, they are sending emails and not just impulse buying. And really this session is us saying, look, you know, let us answer any questions. And if you want to ask anything live now, you know, there is a time limit. The doors will close later today. But before that, there is this opportunity to just say, look, let's make sure it really is right for you if you are investing your money. So I just think that's great. I love that. And it means that we, you know, ask us the difficult questions, ask us the hard stuff, because that's where we can really put your mind at ease, you know, if you need that. So please do ask us. And I know you've already got loads of emails and stuff, which is just brilliant. So let's. I'm gonna
read all those out. And Petch, mate, you know, people are gonna put comments on YouTube. If you watch on YouTube, you can write any questions. And like Matt says, we're totally transparent, totally honest about all the coaching, all the programs that we do. Anything at all, nothing is off limits. I'll show you behind the scenes in the program. We'll show you exactly what's involved in it. There's nearly 1,500 quids worth of bonuses for people who sign up by midnight tonight, and we only let 50 actors maximum into this every single year. Okay, there's a few places left right now, but yeah, we don't oversubscribe it. We work with people really closely for 3 entire months. You will literally have daily access to us via a Facebook group, via an accountability WhatsApp group that Matt runs. Petch will be in as community manager, fielding questions left, right, and centre all day, every day. We have a place where you can ask questions within the course itself. We're doing 8 hours of upcoming live coaching on Zoom. It's a 16-hour video-based program you'll get access to straight away. There's a million things. So without overwhelming people, I'll bring the website up at bulletproofactor.com now. You can go to bulletproofactor.com, follow along with us if you want to, and we'll just talk about the program and why. I mean, initially why I created this, like back in 2014, because I get it, folks. Right? You know, as actors, you will be, you'll have, you know, inundated with choice of what you do to further your training, and a lot of actors focus particularly on workshops, getting better at their craft. I mean, I spent, tens of thousands of pounds at drama school getting better at my craft, right? If that's all you're focusing on, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to get that talent in front of the people in the industry that can, you know, turn that talent into an actual paid job. Same if you just focus on the business of the business. We coach a lot of the business of the business stuff at actonthis.tv. That's one piece of the puzzle as well, understanding how the industry works. But the reason I created this program in the first place back in 2014 was because I was working in casting at the time. And I would see an abundance of people, good actors as well, actors who I knew were good. They had a good track record, their show reels were great, and they were being invited into audition for decent roles. And I was seeing lads time and time again, and we've probably all done this as actors when we're starting out, and a lot of people, you know, if they don't get this part of their career right, continue to do this forever. They were just sabotaging themselves, self-sabotaging themselves in the room, in the reception area, outside. They were coming in, they weren't doing themselves any justice at all. You know, they were really betting against themselves. They were low on self-confidence. They were really anxious. Maybe they'd not prepped properly because they were just procrastinators, and they were just like, I'll get round to doing that. They don't really do the full prep. And I'd see people who should be working basically not working, not earning money out of their career, and having to do terrible day jobs that drain them of even more of their life. And this cycle was continuing and continuing. And I was like, well, hang on a minute. I've been obsessed with positive psychology for, by that point, since 2006. So when would that have been, like 8 years? Science-backed positive psychology. I changed my own life through it, through really understanding the science of success and how you need to tune your mindset into that. And I thought, I'm going to put this program together. And I launched it. And I'm like, I feel it's the third piece of the puzzle. It's been game-changing. We've taken about 400 actors through this program. People have done everything from, you know, sorting their mindset out to land roles on TV, really get their, you know, market material together, set up side hustles to support their acting career. Rachel Shenton went on to win an Oscar after doing the program, so I'll take total credit for that. Joking, Rach. But it really helps. Having a mindset sorted out really, really helps. So yeah, I feel that there are three pieces of the puzzle to a successful acting career. One, you've got to be talented. Two, you've got to understand the business of the business. But if your mindset isn't right, you know, and you're not doing the work, you're not priming yourself for success, you're not productive, you're against yourself, you're betting against yourself, your self-confidence is low, none of the other stuff will matter, because you won't be able to hack this industry because it's full of freaking rejection. And it's hard, isn't it? Let's just be honest. It's hard, Petch. Matt, it's difficult. You know, we all, face a lot of adversity when you're pursuing an acting career. So that's why we created this program.
In this industry than you are yeses.
1 million more, you know. You're going to get cut from shows. I'm still not over getting cut from Toxic Town.
Well, we need to take you through this program then, Ross, and we'll change your mindset around.
Yeah. No, do you know what, though? Jokes aside, so, folks, I got the brand new Netflix drama, great, it's doing smashing in this country, called Toxic Town. I filmed that with Jodie Whittaker and Claudia Jesse. I had only a couple of scenes, but they were good scenes. Got cut out of that. My scenes got refilmed in a studio, right? And I found out about that the week before it came out. Do you know, back in the day, before I'd done any of this work, that'd have crushed me completely. I was disappointed for about 3 minutes. You know, this time I was like, right, okay, let's focus on the next opportunity. By the end of that week, I'd booked a job on a BBC comedy called Daddy Issues that I'm filming on Monday. That's the difference between allowing this industry to beat you up and going, hang on a minute, okay, right, you know, no, just this next opportunity, let's go. Where else am I going to find this next opportunity? So we'll take people through this page with the questions that have been emailed, and thank you so much for your emails. If you can drop me an email anytime, ross@bulletproofactor.com or ross@actonthis.tv. They both get to me. And we'll take you through this page and we'll answer these questions that I've got through this morning, boys. So you can follow along if you want, bulletproofactor.com. This is where you would get your place. As you can see, the timer on the screen there says doors closing 8 hours and 51 minutes as we're live. If you watch on the recording, might already be too late. You've got until midnight tonight, Friday the 7th of March, basically. So we'll walk through this. And the first question that I've been asked here, and I will take it. You should have probably gone on this page and read all the promotional emails we've been sending out. But I got a reply back, and it's fair enough because you might be busy. And it was from Chris, and it said, "What exactly will I learn in this program, and how will it help my acting career?" So who wants to take that? Do you want to run through a bit of that, Matt? Because I've been talking for ages. Do you want me to show people everything on this page?
Do you want to start with that, and then we can just chip in any extras if you want to show them exactly what it is, because it is all there, I guess.
Everything is on bulletproofactor.com, but yeah, as a summary, basically, this program it's a hybrid training, right? It's a 3-month journey with us. You'll work with us every single day. And it comprises of 8 modules, right? 16 hours of pre-recorded video. And you'll see these modules here on bulletproofactor.com. And it's a completely holistic program for leveling up you as an actor in your career, like all across the board. So we don't teach you how to act in this. I presume you know how to do that already if you're pursuing an acting career. It's not an acting class or anything like that. This is all based around mindset and high-performance positive psychology, science-backed success, basically. And we start off in Module 1, walking you through literally the science of success, what it is, okay? And we will give you in this module a proven formula For success, basically in and out of your acting career, the beautiful thing about this program is you can apply it to any part of your life whatsoever. So yes, it's Bulletproof Actor, but really it's just Bulletproof Human, okay? And in that first module there, that formula that you will learn, if you do apply it to every area of your life will change very, very quickly. We then move on to goal setting, which is massive. Actors just humans miss out a really big component of goal setting that we noticed, Matt, didn't we? Just everybody just overlooking and forgetting. And this is what we call the goal setting gap. If you can plug this gap with this particular thing that we teach you in module 2, you will be able to set goals. And this might sound, quite hype, but it's not. You'll be able to set goals in a way that make them almost impossible for you not to hit. So if you are watching this and you set goals in January now, and you're nowhere near achieving any of them because you've fallen off track, you're not tracking them, you don't know what you're doing, you set a New Year's resolution or whatever, and the likelihood is you're not going to do it. You're going to probably check in with yourself next New Year's Eve and go, oh, okay, that thing that I set myself in January, I've still not done. And I said it the year before that, and I said it the year before that, and the year before that. And I've had these same goals for 5 years, and I'm not achieving any of them. Because you're doing it wrong. This is definitely a solution to that problem. We then move on to basically crushing procrastination, being the most productive version of you. Module 4, we look at breaking through the blocks, and they're the biggest roadblocks that actors face, right? And I know this through coaching actors for 20 years and being an actor myself. The 3 biggest roadblocks actors face are a life-draining day job, having no money in the bank, and zero motivation to pursue your dreams, basically. So if you're doing a job you hate, you're bound to go home after your 9 to 5, feel drained, you want to run away from your life, throw yourself on the couch, watch Netflix as opposed to pursue a career to get on Netflix. It can be awful. It's this cycle, this horrible cycle of going, right, I'm doing a job I like for not very much money. I'm not doing what I want to do in my acting career. I'm not feeling very productive. I'm busy being busy. I'm just completely stuck. So I'm just going to have a glass of wine, go out for a pizza, and just run away from my life, basically. Module 4, we look at that. And actually, Matt, there's a bonus that we give people now if you get this program before tonight that will really help with people earning money on their own terms. And we decided we would only do this yesterday. Matt's a business strategist, and one of the things within this program that we promote are actors setting up side hustles and setting up their own businesses online. You don't have to be massive, but just to win you back time. If you can set an online side hustle up and win back 1 day a week in your career from your day job, to put into your acting career, it's roughly 32 hours every single month that you'll be able to put extra into your acting career. And you decided, Matt, very kindly the other day, if people sign up for this program by midnight tonight, you're going to give them a free ticket to your Business Mastery Live event in October to help people really get these ideas for side hustles out of their head and make them a reality, yeah?
And you can hopefully vouch for this. That
I've been to one of your events.
The events are amazing. That's not just like blowing smoke up my own ass, but I as somebody who's run businesses, this is my 15th year in business. I really wanted business events that were interactive, engaging, and genuinely value-led to help people make more money. And I wanted them in the north of England as well, just because there is events like that in the south, and there is events, as we know, we've been to events in America and things like that. Yeah. I wanted them in the north of England, but as somebody who's been in the events industry as well as business for 15 years, I feel like combined with all my knowledge, I had the ability to put something together that was really outstanding and of a really high quality to genuinely make a difference to people who come. Tickets are quite affordable compared to, a lot of these events. They start at 40, I think it's about £42. But basically, we're gifting anybody that buys this program. You can travel. It's not till October, but Ross, you'll be there, I'll be there. Petch, I hope you can make it as well. Come and spend a day, not just with us. We've got guest speakers, which includes Grace Andrews, who is the marketing director of Diary of a CEO. So those of you who are familiar with Stephen Bartlett and his podcast, she basically works hand in hand with Stephen, an incredible person, all about marketing and social media marketing. So that in itself is going to be an incredible day, which we're just throwing in as a bonus because we really want to equip you. I know you're going to speak in a moment as well, a bit more about like the live sessions, but we were just having this discussion then, weren't we, boys, about, kind of the completion rate of courses, and people have maybe signed up to courses in the past and the idea of the course sounds amazing, and actually some of the courses will be amazing, But that kind of self-study, just buy the course and then crack on, get on with it, just doesn't work for a lot of people. So we're really mindful. This is why you also get an accountability WhatsApp group. You get a community. We're doing live calls where we go a bit deeper on the content, and we do a lot of Q&A so we can really work with you on there. But then in addition, I was just like, let's give them all a ticket to the live event so we can meet up in person.
Yeah.
As you know, because there is networking as well as learning from people on stage. And that's not till October, so there's kind of this bit more of a longer time to stay plugged into this content. I think that's the difference that makes the difference, that not a lot of people putting courses out there are including. And I think it's needed to help really make this course count moving forward. So Module 4 is very unique, you know. Not only is this one of the only mindsets, if not the only mindset courses I've heard of specifically for actors, but that Module 4 is very much like a course in itself. You know, we do look at all aspects of your life. We look at finances. We look at how you can maybe be smarter in how you're trading your time for money. We even look at health and nutrition and things like that. Like, we've really taken our time, haven't we? Like, all three of us have put everything into thinking about what do people need to give them the best chance of success?
Yeah, it's really, really holistic because, you know, as I say, most actors, I know this because I talk to them every day, they just focus on the craft. How many, you'll be watching this and you will have done a million freaking workshops with a casting director. You'll have spent, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 quid on a single workshop for 2.5 hours, and you're putting all your time and effort and money into those. And I bet you're still not...
time as well.
Yeah.
I used to go to London for them, you know, from Leeds.
And I bet you're still not working. Because it's not about the craft. It's what you're doing outside of those workshops. You know, how motivated are you? What are you doing? You know, to make sure that you are, you know, match fit in every single sense, not just, you know, in terms of being able to act, but, you know, do you understand the business of the business? Are you putting yourself out there? And if you are, like, how consistently? Because that's the thing, you know, a lot of people, if the mindset's not right, they're enthusiastic for a week, you know, they get the promotional material out there, they don't get an instant, you know, result or a self-tape and audition. That's it, I'm crushed, that's it, I'm rubbish, terrible.
Big high of motivation and then a big crash, and then that's it. They do nothing for months a lot of times.
Exactly. So if that's you, Module 5 is amazing. It's called Procrastination Annihilation, basically teaching you a game-changing framework that Matt's come up with to really help you stop being busy and start being productive. So if you're a major procrastinator, this is going to remove like major anxiety from your life, because you know what it's like when you know you've got stuff to do in your career and you should be doing it, but you're not motivated because the rest of your life is draining you. We covered that in Module 5. Module 6, we do an exercise called 7 Levels Deep. Each of these modules is 2 hours long, by the way, folks. It's about 16 hours of coaching. So it's not something that you're supposed to rush. We are going to take you through this over 3 months. So yeah, 7 Levels Deep is probably one of the most powerful exercises in positive psychology that I've ever been through. Matt actually takes someone through this in this recorded video in the program. It's for people who were there live when we did this in front of an audience, Matt. It was one of the most impactful things, I think, on that entire weekend when we recorded this program. Seeing somebody go through 7 Levels Deep, and it's really an exercise for you to figure out why it is important for you to have success. If I ask people watching this, why is it important for you to be a successful actor, you're likely to want to give me a really surface level answer that you think is probably noble, like, oh, I just want to tell stories. I want to change people's minds by, you know, telling stories that the world needs to hear. Well, that's lovely, isn't it? But I guarantee you, when the industry's punched you in the face repeatedly 100 times, when you're on the floor, you know, you're dragging yourself through the mud, me going, just remember, Dave, you want to tell stories. It's not gonna be the one. It's not gonna be the thing when your life's falling apart that you go, oh yeah, that's my motivation in life. 7 Levels Deep will make you, you know, very selfish in a way, in order to be selfless down the line. So you really understand why it is that you need success in this industry and why you want it. And it's that's going to be your internal motivation and your driving force moving forward. Module 7, we look at confidence, cultivating authentic confidence. None of this fake it till you make it nonsense. Real authentic confidence so you can walk into any high pressure situation on fire, whether that's a self-tape, an in-person audition, really winning the room. You know, not just doing a good audition, but really, you know, owning that room and winning over the people within it. And then Module 8, we put it all together so that you'll understand the entire journey that you've been through. And we help you. It's cheesy, innit? But we help you. I put there, unleash your inner hero. But it's just freaking true. There genuinely is a hero in all of us. And it's so unfortunate that so few people actually fulfill the potential to ever show that to the world. So every module builds on every module, and then accompanying this, you can read about me and Matt on there as well, but accompanying this, there's some great testimonials. We'll play some of them out later from people who've been through the program. There's Rachel. She won her Oscar once she went through this program. To make sure that you get through the program, to give you extra support, there's over $1,000 with the bonuses if you sign up by midnight tonight. We're going to give away 4 2-hour live coaching calls. So that's another 8 hours of live coaching. It's on Zoom, just with this small, intimate group, anyone who signs up for this. And we're going to look at 2 modules of the program on each of these calls. Now, the dates are there. They're roughly 3 weeks apart. So all you've got to do is get through 2 modules every 3 weeks. It's roughly 3 hours of content every 3 weeks. This is so doable, particularly with the Facebook group access that you'll get access to for support and the accountability group on WhatsApp. The dates of the live calls are the 19th of March, the 9th of April, the 30th of April, and the 21st of May. It's all recorded. If you can't make any of those calls, we will record them, give you access for life. You've got 3 months in the Facebook group, 3 months in the WhatsApp accountability group. An incredible podcast that you give away, Matt, that you've done as part of your membership with this guy here, Dr. Aria, who has faced massive adversity in his life. We wanted to throw something into this program that was like, okay, right, this is all well and good, walking you through this stuff when life is good, but how do you get a handle on this when like you've really faced adversity, like proper big adversity? And this is a great example of that, Matt.
Yeah, I've interviewed over 250 people now all around mindset and success, and this still to this day is one of the most powerful interviews. Like you say, it's part of my membership success school that I run, and it's one of, he's just he's so intelligent and wise, and when it comes to positive psychology and mindset. But when you hear it, not just in terms of theory, when you hear his story and some of the real adversity that he went through, and not only did he kind of like manage that well, but he continued to push forward and achieve at the same time. It's just so inspiring to hear that. So just a little bonus we threw in there, and I really recommend everybody checks it out. It's really, really powerful. And
you get instant access to that. It'll be one of the first things I just go and listen to before you dive into the course.
Now, don't listen to us. He's way better, him. Go on, listen to him.
Get in on that. These are the bonuses we put in yesterday. So free ticket to Matt's Business Mastery Live event. So any actor who's like, look, you know what, I've got an idea for a side hustle, but I don't know the like where to begin, like how to set a business up, how I can begin to make this an actual reality and start earning money on my own terms. You get to come and hang out with us for an entire day in person on October the 5th in Leeds, and Matt's got some great guests there. And like you said, he's got ultimately the marketing manager for Stephen Bartlett's Diary of a CEO, one of the most successful podcasts in the entire world. If you can't learn some game-changing strategy for someone like that, I don't know who you can learn it from. So that's completely free of charge. You get a general admission ticket for that as well. And then I've put together something that I'm calling the Unstoppable Confidence Coaching Call Bundle. So I run Act On This TV as well, folks. Every week we sit down with the biggest casting directors, agents, actors, writers, directors, and producers in TV. I'm talking the biggest names in the game, and we study the business side of this business. So this is the other part of the puzzle I was talking about before. At the end of this program, ultimately, your confidence is going to be through the roof, right? Because that's the whole point of this program. It's really to make you the most productive, the most confident version of you that there's ever been. So you're going to want to get that most confident version of you in front of people who can actually turn your talent into work, right? I've bundled together 5 of the best calls, so around 5 of the best calls, sorry. It's around another 10 hours of coaching from some of the biggest people that I've had on in the last 6 months. So we're talking like casting directors like Kelly Valentine-Hendry, who cast Bridgerton, Karen Scully from Louise Kiley's office, who casts things like Normal People, massive shows, Shiraz Ahmed, who casts All Creatures Great and Small right now, director Dermot Goggins, he's got a brand new ITV drama coming out very soon called Code of Silence. He directed Kin, other massive stuff as well, The Night Caller. And then we've got an agent in there as well, Natalie Payne from Payne Management, who is just like... she's just brilliant. She's a hustler, just like really all about like great work ethic, not necessarily doing what everyone else is doing because it just leads to getting what everyone else is getting, like, doing things slightly differently. And she's got a brilliant mindset. I just thought she would be fantastic to add into that. So I'm giving you those to keep, whether you remember Act On This at the moment or not, doesn't matter. They're yours to keep as well.
And just to be clear from you, Ross, how many people have you interviewed on these?
950.
So out of 950 webinars, you've basically collated what you believe are 5 of the most important ones.
These are the ones of the last year, so they're the ones that are on the website right now.
Okay.
But these, yeah, absolutely. In terms of, I just wanted, in terms of mindset, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the names of these features, you can see that one in the screenshot there, I don't know if you can see it, but that's Kelly's, and it's called Just Keep Showing Up. Kelly, who cast Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte, massive stuff, Rivals for Netflix. She's all about the mindset. She was born in a little town in Scotland, and she's now become one of the biggest casting directors in the world. And I was like, I interview her here for 2 hours, and I'm like, tell me about this. Tell us how to get in front of you as actors. What is it when it comes to mindset that really helps? And she's like, look, for her, it was about consistency, getting a mindset in the right place, and to continuing to show up even when things get tough. They're just really, really inspiring interviews. That will show you that the biggest names in the game are all human as well. And they also want to hear from you. These guys give you their email address away on each of those sessions, and they're like, get in touch with me, show me your show reel. But if your mindset's not right, you're not going to do that. You're not going to be confident enough. So the whole point is, when you've been through this program, I'm going to give you all of this stuff, and then you can go, act on that advice and put your best self out there. So it's a really holistic program, so many bonuses. So that's what it is. So that question that I had first thing this morning, which was like, what is this and how does it help my acting career? In that way, basically, it will make you the best version of yourself that there has ever been. And we're big advocates of believing in that every part of your life affects every part of your life. If you're growing as a human being, you're growing as an actor. If you're unhappy as a human being, you're stuck in a day job you hate, you've got a real down on yourself, 2024 smashed your confidence, you're anxious going into any kind of high pressure environment. If you get a self-tape from your agent, your heart sinks because you're not confident. If you're in that position, you're stuck in a rut, basically, where you were this time last year, having no more success. This program is for you. It will absolutely turn you into a bit of a beast if you act on and implement all of the advice within it. And it's completely universal in terms of the strategies that you learn. You could put that into your health and fitness. You could put it into your relationships. You could put it into business, earning more money. Really getting out your own way, innit, boys? It's just sort of like really becoming the best version of you that there's ever been. So
I love doing it. I love the fact that we do the live coaching element and the WhatsApp group and the voice notes, because we really get to, all 50 of you that sign up to this, we really get to know you and really work with you, almost as if we were working together one-to-one for a fraction of that price. So it's such a joyous journey to go on. There can be some ups and downs, there's some challenges. Things like, in particular, when we take them through the exercise 7 levels deep, I know that can be really emotional for a lot of people. Yeah. But in a positive way, it really helps them have some realizations. There's something I do on one of the live bonus calls, which is kind of my version of the Dickens process that Tony Robbins takes people to do through, which again is an extremely emotional exercise. I always say self-development comes from self-awareness. It's a big self-awareness and often self-realization exercise. Really powerful to take people through. Life-changing, ultimately. These are life-changing exercises we take people through. So it's a joy to do it. It's not all easy. You do have to do the work, and some of it is difficult work. But if you're prepared and willing to commit and take this seriously, it can change, as we've said, genuinely every area of your life and career.
Yep, definitely. Petch, you've got a question up there. Patrick, how many places are left? There was just around a dozen when I went live, but just as we went live, boys, 1 sold. So I think there's probably 11 places left, Patrick. This is the final day, obviously, for registration. What we find when we do this every single year, we're left roughly with 10, 11 places left on the final day. And then when everyone finishes work at 5 and they get the emails and they come home and they're like, right, okay, I can really think about this. We get a bit of a run from probably 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. when most of the places or all of them will go. That's what's happened in previous years. So not pressurizing anybody. I mean, obviously we're here to try and encourage people to do this, not because we just want to sell loads of places. Yes, it's a business. I'll be completely honest with you. Would love to have you aboard because it's good for the business. But I push this so hard, and there'll be people in here who go, God, you've been talking about this for 2 weeks. And we've been talking about it every day because I see the impact that it makes in people's lives. I saw, actually, I've just pulled this up while you were talking there, Matt. This is just something that I saw one of our past students, Josh Chadwick, who's a legend. He
put a tweet out, I saw.
I've just seen it now. Yeah. It's from a couple of days ago, but I've not been catching up on X. I saw Yeah, he put this out. So we posted the trailer here going, look, doors closed in 48 hours. This was like yesterday or the day before. And Josh has just put, if you haven't already, get on this and take the opportunity. Changed my life and mindset. And I've had multiple rejections this week. And if it wasn't for this course, I'd be stressing out right now, questioning myself and my career. But I'm calm and excited, still planting those seeds.
Man.
And Josh has
crushed
it since doing this program. In terms of his mindset and how his life has changed, both again in every area of his life, not just his acting career. He's now, he's just shot his second TV job. He's auditioned for stuff that's bigger and better than ever before. Was he up for? He was up for a lead at some point, wasn't he, Petch? It was the biggest audition he had last year.
Yeah, I can't remember what for though. It was, I think it was something to do with Debbie Howard. Debbie Howard called him back in again because she was working with him on Corrie. Yeah.
But it was the first time he'd been seen for a lead, and before he did this program, again, this is a lot of actors that do this. They're against themselves, so they're like, they don't even dare to dream that they could be a lead in something. They're like, oh, that's for way down the line. Not necessarily. Yes, most of your TV jobs when you're starting off will be the smaller jobs, but if you do a good job of them, and like Josh did there, got on really well with the director, another massive opportunity came up for him. There he is, actually talking about the program on that video as well. Because he started putting himself out there because he believed that he could, genuinely as well. Was like, look, you know what? Like, I've changed the way that I think about myself in this industry. So he was super empowered. So cheers for that, Josh.
And just to say as well, because we're doing the live coaching element is also part of the reason that we have to close the doors and say, right, those that have made that commitment, you're in. Those who haven't, unfortunately, you've missed out this year, because we're opening the WhatsApp group properly, officially, Monday. Aren't we? And then the first coaching call is in a couple
19th.
of weeks.
Yeah, it's Wednesday the Wednesday the 19th, so it's less than 2 weeks away.
So it's all, yes, and people need to have gone through the first 2 modules before that call on the 19th as well. So we have to have this cut-off point, and it is tonight at midnight. So, yeah.
So if you're thinking about it, Patrick, it would be amazing to have you on board, mate. Honestly, we will over-deliver so much. The reason I push it so hard is because I'm so confident of how people will be like, oh, my God, I had no idea I was going to get all this stuff. I'm not just saying this, right? We take a lot of courses, right? I've spent in my life, between us, we spent over £100,000 on various coaching courses over the last decade, okay? And a lot of them have been very, very good. But I swear, no BS here, the attention to detail, the quality of product, and how it is delivered, I think we do it better than any of the massive names who have coached us. Genuinely, in terms of the tech behind it, the way the course is put together, the apps, how it's implemented, the support we give you, the genuine care.
I'm so underwhelmed. I still invest in courses, and I still invest in mentorship, and I'm always looking to improve. And the more we're doing this and the various things we do, both, collaborative and in our own businesses, the more that I then invest, and I'm just like underwhelmed.
I am. Sometimes I'm like, how are they getting away with this? Like, we should be charging 10 times what we're charging.
I've just bought a course this week that was £2,000, and I regularly invest that sort of money in courses. And don't get me wrong, they're great, and I get a lot out of them, and it's always good to see different takes in different ways. But generally, I always come away going, we give so much more, and so much more support, and so much more accountability, and so many more live elements to really help people, and we charge way less. And so when you say that about the confidence and the belief in what we do, that's why, because we know what's out there, and we really look to over-deliver. And that's why the feedback's so amazing. That's why the results people get are so brilliant, because of that extra, attention to detail and going that extra mile that all three of us pride ourselves on doing.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to start on more of these questions. But yeah, if you want to hear actual genuine feedback from people who've been through the course, folks, go and watch these videos on bulletproofactor.com. I'll play one of them out at the end of this session. But yeah, you will hear from genuine students. I mean, this is Oscar-winning actress and writer Rachel Shenton. She's not just going to put a name at something for a laugh. I took Rachel through this program, and it really sorted her head out around writing and imposter syndrome. She was like, I'm an actor, I'm not a writer. I was like, no, you live in an and world, not an or world. It's not like, I can be an actor or a writer. You can be both, and you can be bloody good at them. She went on to win the biggest award in the world for it. So the next question was, how long does the program take to complete, and how much time will I need to dedicate each week? Who wants to take that? I mean, I could take it all, but it's just I feel like it's just me talking.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3.5 months, isn't it, in total that we do the live stuff, and that includes the WhatsApp group, that includes live 2-hour in-depth sessions with lots and lots of Q&A. Basically, we break it down that there's 8 modules, and there's 4 live 2-hour sessions, and there's about 3 weeks between each live session, and in that 3 weeks, we just say, if you can, as best as possible, just complete the next 2 modules. So it's like right now, when you get in today, you've got around about 2 or 3 weeks to complete modules 1 and 2, and then we'll do a live session going in depth and answering questions. Once that's done, you've then got another 3 weeks to complete modules 3 and 4, and then again there'll be a live session, and that's kind of how it plays out over the 3.5 months. But you do have lifetime access to not only the pre-recorded modules, but also the lives that will be recorded, and you get replays, and that you've just got lifetime access. Well, certainly as long as we're alive. So as long as we're around for a while.
If I don't die and stop paying the server to host the videos, you'll be fine. Basically, keep me alive. You've got access. You've got access for my life.
Protect at all costs. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, Kelly Harrison is in. Kelly, what do you mean? Are you in, or you mean you've got a place? Kelly, you are bloody in. Kelly Marie Harrison, you absolute ledge. I cannot wait to work with you. That's amazing. And do you know what? I genuinely get so excited for people.
Guys, he's getting passionate.
I say this every time they don't. Every time, Kelly, what I say to someone when they bought the program, I say it's a great day to be you. Like, it really is. What you just done there is bet on yourself, okay? And we always say this, and it's not a sales pitch. I swear to God, we've sold enough places now. It's not a business thing now. Like, we've sold enough. There's not many places left. It's fine, okay? But for me, I'm like, look at what it would cost you not to do this, right? If you're sat there and you've been seeing us market this for the last 2 weeks, and you're sat there going, you know what? I'm not really where I want to be in my career. I'm not really motivated. I am a procrastinator, or I identify as one, which is a mistake, right? I'm really not putting myself out there. I'm not marketing myself. I have little confidence to reach out in the industry. I don't really feel there's a place for me. I'm just completely against myself. And then just times that by the next 12 months and go, if I stay here for the next 12 months, what's it going to cost me over the next 12 months? How many jobs could that cost you? How much fulfillment and happiness could that cost you by staying stuck in that rut? And then let's look 2 years down the line. If nothing changes, where are you going to be then? And then 5 years down the line. And we see this happen, unfortunately, every time we launch this program. And I get it because I've been there, but we see people hesitate to the point where they talk themselves out of doing it. They instantly regret it, and the door's closed. We will not let anybody else in after this. And then what they do is they live the same life they lived last year for the next year. They repeat the process of not doing it next year, and their entire life goes by, and they'll get to the end of their life having never lived. And what's becoming more and more apparent for me is just sort of like our mortality and just going, look, we really do just have one shot at this. Let's bet on ourselves. It's like you've just basically, Kelly, gone at the bookies and just
Kelly's
put...
gone.
Kelly's had to go.
Yeah, you're like, you're talking too much. I've had to go and get the kids from school. I'll see you next week.
No worries, Kel. But she's basically gone at the bookies, if you ever watch this on the replay, and bet on yourself to win. That's the thing. What's Matt saying there, Petch? Hi, gents.
Matt said,
really
hi,
interested.
gents. Really interested in the course. I'm not planning on being able to get back into the industry for another 6 months minimum. Would you recommend this for me still?
Hell yeah, because, Matt, you're going to be unstoppable when you come back. This is perfect. You've got 6 months now to work on yourself. This is actually, if you're not doing this alongside the industry, actually, Matt, you're probably in a better position to just go all in on this.
This is perfect for you. This is perfect. Like, if you could have a better way of doing it, it's like, I'm going to really work on my mindset, really work on myself, really work on my confidence, really work on my finances, really work on my health for the next 3.5 months, and then get back into the acting industry. Like, it's really difficult. It sounds like we're just going to say, yes, it's right for everyone. It's not right for everybody. It's not right for people who don't want to put in the work. It's not right for people who don't want to commit. It's not right for people who expect us to just wave a magic wand and go, bing, there you go, you're confident now. So it's not right for everybody. But yes, it's absolutely right for you if, like we say, you're somebody who wants to put in the work, be the best version of yourself, and then in 6 months' time, when you're thinking, right, I need to really knuckle down on my acting career now, you're going to be in the best place mentally, physically, emotionally, and hopefully financially as well to really give it your all. So yes, and yes again, I would say.
Yeah, honestly. And what Matt was saying before about lifetime access, folks, is you'll get this literally for life, as in, like, at the end of the program, we don't take the videos away. If you want to revisit this, and I would recommend people go through it with us now. And then I love having to coach this every year because I take myself back through it effectively every time we coach it. And I'm not a human as well, right? I know all this stuff. I put this program together. I've been studying this stuff since 2006, right? 20 years almost. But I'm only human. There are still elements where I go, right, yeah, I've let that go. I need to focus a little bit more on that. And it's a great reminder for me. So I'd still recommend people revisit this program once we've taken you through it, next year, because what we always say is as you're leveling up, for every level, there's another devil. Right, so you will level up, you will start having more success, and then you'll hit another roadblock. There's a way better quality problem than the problems you're probably having now, but you've still got to get through that. And again, all the strategies within this will make you reassess and go, okay, right, let's look at this through these frameworks and how can I navigate this new, better quality problem that I have got.
All I can say to people is the sooner you learn this stuff and start implementing it, the sooner your life's going to be better. And what you said there about mortality, I think about that a lot. Not in an overly negative, depressing way, but just in a real awareness of how short life is. And we're not going to do this minimum for another year till we start this after tonight. Once the doors close tonight at midnight, that is it. You've missed the chance for a year minimum if we do it again in a year. And that is an if, not like a scary thing. We are talking about maybe, we might rest it next year.
Yeah, because we might end up doing something different for the people who've already been through it. We've taken a couple of hundred people through this program, and we're like, actually, you know what? We're sort of neglecting them a little bit because we're just taking this new people through this program each year. How about I like rewarding people who've already committed? So I said to Matt before, like, how about we do something next year that's not this for the new people? We do something for the people who've already been through it to take them to the next level. So genuinely, we're not just saying this. This might be the last time for a couple of years. We do this program with people who can get in, at this level. So that was that question. What was the question? How long will it take? So we've covered that. So basically, your commitment is really 3 hours every 3 weeks. If you can get through 3 hours of content over a 3-week period and jump on the live Zoom call with us to cover some extra content and go over that 3 hours worth of those 2 modules. It's 2 modules basically per live call we're going to do. It's a real nice level of commitment. We didn't want to overwhelm people. We wanted to make it very accessible. And for people who've got busy lives and kids and other things going on, we wanted to make sure that you had the time to get through it so that you're not overwhelmed. We really want to hold your hand to make sure you complete the program. Next question that I had up from somebody was, that we just answered that, is it self-paced or do I have to follow a schedule? So we've covered that. Do I get personal coaching or feedback, or is it all pre-recorded content? So we just kind of covered that, Matt, but we really go deep personally with you via the Facebook group if you've got personal questions to ask that are just specific problems to you. In the comment section of the site. In fact, why don't I show people? Yeah, I could show people, couldn't I? Look, we're totally transparent. Let me show you how this course is laid out, folks.
And remember, there's only going to be 50 people max going through this whole thing. So with that, when you think about the WhatsApp voice notes in the group, when you think about the live calls for 2 hours, there is really, this is very close to one-to-one support, isn't it? Without paying the fee attached that you'd usually pay to have 3 months one-to-one support on this kind of stuff.
There we go. So this is the dashboard for Bulletproof Actor. And you can see basically how the course is laid out. It's the core modules are here, 1 to 8. We recorded this course in front of a live audience as well, folks. So we actually recorded some pre-recorded Q&A sessions with the people who were there live to give you access to answers to questions that you might have after watching these modules like instantly. So I would recommend you do module 1, and then you go and watch the Q&A for module 1. There's the Dr. Aria podcast there that we were talking about before. But basically, you can dip into any of these modules. I mean, people won't have dipped into them yet, I don't think. But underneath the module, you got the video there. So that was 1 hour and 23 minutes. Underneath the modules, you've got a couple of comments. So Claire's going through it at the moment. So this was 3 hours ago. Really good. Watched a few times. This is about limiting beliefs that people basically have in their life. Things that they've convinced themselves are true that are stopping them from really having the success that they want. You can write comments here, and there you can see Petch has left a reply there as well. If you've got questions, literally as you're going through the course, you've got the comment section here, you've got the Facebook group, and we've got the WhatsApp accountability group. So Claire was talking about stacks of limiting beliefs there, back to where she's convinced herself she might have been done the wrong course at drama school, although she was pleased to get in. And you find a lot of these limiting beliefs that people have. I hope you don't mind me sharing that, Claire. I didn't think it was too personal. But a lot of these beliefs that people have that are limiting them, they do go back sometimes decades. You might have been told something in an audition 10 years ago and it's still screwing you up today. Something at school 30 years ago, it's still screwing you over today. This is the stuff that we help you deal with and just really, annihilate and just put to rest. So that's where you would get support. So in terms of personal support, as much as you ask for, basically, we're not mind readers. If you need help, we need to know you need help. But yeah, there's lots of touch points where you can get daily contact with us, and we will be in there for a full 3 months until the 26th of May is when we will, when we will close up the Facebook group and the WhatsApp group. So that was that question. Now we've got how much is one. I'm really happy to go for this. So how much does the program cost, and do you offer any payment plans? Yes, we do. So let me go back to the sales page. So if I go down to the bottom here. So the program, I mean, it's a fair investment in terms of, I understand it's a chunk of change for people. It's not super, super cheap, but in the grand scheme of things, for what you're getting here, folks, for 3 months of daily support, it's an absolute no-brainer, really. You can pay up front, and you can pay in one go, and you will save 85 quid, basically. It's £497, one-time payment. You get everything for life, basically. So you get to spend the next 3 months with us, all the recordings, and you get to keep that forever. We know people want to spread the cost. Times are a bit hard at the moment for a lot of people. So we've got a 6-month payment plan. Can't really make it more, stretched out than that, really, more affordable than that. It's 97 quid a month. So you will pay a little bit more, basically, if you spread the cost, but that's obviously because there's risk attached. We're taking a bit of risk there that people will, fulfill all of their payments and won't default on them. So you can pay £97 literally today, get access to this straight away, instant access to everything. You can go on this 3-month journey with us, and then there'll just be basically 5 more payments after today of £97. It all happens automatically on whatever payment method you sign up with today. You don't need to worry about it. It's all just done for you. You set it and forget it, and then when all of those payments are done, that stops. And again, you've got access to the program for life. Anything you want to say around pricing, Matt? I mean, obviously we take a lot of programs a lot more expensive than this that I don't think offer as much value, but anything you say?
That's it, really. And it's I think you covered some stuff there about think about the cost of whenever you're investing money. I think that's a really good thing that helps you weigh things up rationally, which is what, the stuff that we're giving you, the support, the exercises that are going to help you, the accountability, the community, everything combined. And there's 3 of us here that have worked on this stuff for years, invested tens of thousands on learning this stuff, and through us you get access to all that. So really think about what you're getting versus what you're not getting if you don't invest. I think that's a really big one. And it's just a fact, we have spent so much more, and like I say, we'll regularly pay £1,000 for a course or £2,000 for a course that a lot of the time I'm just like, I know what we do is better, but we also pride ourselves on being affordable and not just doing it because it's all about the money and things like that. So yeah, I think it's a very, very fair price, to say the least. If anything, and I don't mean this in a bad way because I like this, if anything, the value you're getting from us is worth way more. We're actually undercharging. It's not a complete fair exchange. The balance is in the favour of the person investing, put it that way. But I like that. I like people to go, do you know what? I'd have paid 3 times that at least for what we got. And that is genuinely what we focus on, is trying to weight it in your favour as much as possible.
Yep, gives as much value as POS. Last question, I think. We've still got 13 minutes left. We've got another call after this, Petch, that we'll have to run to for members of Acts on this. But there was 2 other questions. There is 2 questions, actually. What makes this program different from other actor mindset or coaching programs? I don't know any other mindset coaching programs for actors that are specifically on science-backed high performance. Genuinely. There are people who will do one-to-one sessions with you. Like, I've seen people like counselling style stuff. I think, that kind of thing, but it's more from like a clinical, like mental health kind of approach. Okay. I don't know anybody genuinely who really focuses on like the deep work, the deep science, not just sort of like, oh, just think positively and everything will be fine. Like, it's not as easy as that. This is the sort of stuff that will really help you be internally motivated, internally validated, not always looking for other people's approval, not just having to listen to external motivation. Do you know of anything, Petch? And I'm genuinely like, I'm not just saying that. I'd love if anyone here or anyone in the comments is like, actually, there is another program just like this. I've been in this industry forever.
Now there's a few, but none that I've heard of.
What, the American though? I've definitely not seen anything in the UK.
One that's Scottish.
Got a Scottish one? What's it called? Is it an actual program, or is it just a workshop?
Mindset Acting Technique, and that's by the acting coach Scotland.co.uk.
But what is it though? Is it just like a one-off workshop? I don't think it's like
an innovative approach to acting that empowers actors to give authentic performance for stage and screen.
So it's more, I've seen it's more of like a technique for acting, as opposed to actually the principles.
But there is developing a mindset for acting success. That's the same guy.
It's interesting. I just don't know of anything else that's quite like this, to be honest with you.
And it's so needed as well. It's so important.
I think more people should do it, or like genuinely, if people are like decent at it, and it's just stuff that should just be taught at school as well. From like not even acting stuff, just like these strategies should be taught to people, when they're 14, 15 years old, and they can get a grip of these things. Because there are so many people, like I say, that are out there that I see that are so talented acting wise, and yet the mindset's just completely broken.
Amanda Richelle is doing something. It's called the Actor's Mindset.
Don't know. No, I'm not familiar.
Promote them.
It's, but I think I just think more people should.
One of the things that's different is all three of us have gone through programs like it. You guys specialize in the acting business and the business of the business and the industry. You're both working actors.
And we live it. That's the thing, what is different as well.
Breathe that. And then I'm coming from the standpoint of business coaching, mindset coaching, self-development coaching. So it's a collaborate. A lot of them sound like you've got one mentor teaching everything. Whereas people get access to all three of us, and all three of we've all got the same result, right? Which is we've got really great mindsets, great self-awareness, and we're achieving great things in our life and career. But we've all got nuance to that, and we all bring slightly different takes on it as well. So I think that's probably quite unique in itself.
Well, I think the fact that we're doing it, there's a lot of courses run by people who are not actors, who are going, just do this and you'll have success. I want to learn from someone who is actually on a TV set, acting, earning money out of their career and really good money out of their career. Not someone who's like just made a career of teaching actors stuff. Right. Not that I'm not saying there's anything necessarily inherently wrong with that. You can be a great coach and not be an actor. But if I wanted to learn self-tapes, for example, I'd want to go to someone who's not just filming self-tapes to get work, but someone who's filming self-tapes and getting work from self-tapes, not just someone who knows how to shoot one. We know about mindset. We've implemented our own lives and careers to really up our game, but then not only we've implemented that, we're getting the results that a lot of actors want, which is actually working on TV. Right. I think that's what's pretty unique. And like you say, you get a bit of a 3 for 1. Final question. Before we wrap it up, so what kind of results have past students seen after completing the program? We'll play out a video in a minute of one particular student I've mentioned her a few times, Rachel Shenson, who I've known a while, and just she had a lot of success in her acting career, but she was in Hollyoaks for a long time. She won't mind me saying this. She was in Hollyoaks for a few years, playing a character called Mitzi. That's where I met her. I was doing a little stint on Hollyoaks. I met her in like 2013, 2014, and she left the show, and she was a fantastic actress, like genuinely. She's an incredibly talented actress. She wasn't playing herself in the show. In serial drama, a lot of people end up playing characters very close to themselves, and there's still some fantastic actors in serial drama. There's some of the best actors in the industry, but a lot play very similar to who they are. I was really surprised because Rachel was playing like this glamour model, kind of ditzy kind of character, and I expected her to be like that. And then when I met her and started talking to her, I was like, oh my God, you're nothing like this. You're really articulate, you're really intelligent, like, you're really acting. Yeah. And then when she left the show, I think a lot of the industry thought that was her as well. They were just like, she must just be like a character. Nobody wanted to see her. Like, no one. To the point where we got our heads together and we're like, look, we need to change the mindset here of looking for work in the UK. You need to go and get some work in America because then they don't know you over there. She did land a job in the UK, in America, again, sorted her mindset out. But then when she came back, no one had seen the work in America. So she was still struggling to get seen. So she had this, a bit of imposter syndrome around writing. Left school early, actually, Rachel. I don't think she got GCSEs in English and stuff like that. So she's very much against herself in terms of being able to write and being an imposter. I'm an actress, I'm not a writer. And through this program, she really got her head around the fact that this was all just limiting beliefs, right? She really sorted her head out, decided she was going to write a script. Long story short, that script became a script called The Silent Child. again, she went on a big journey to crowdfund that film and actually fund it. That was a big mindset hurdle and block to get over as well, but she got over that with the strategies that she'd learned in this program. And then they shot this film. Like, so much went into the success of this film that was to do with mindset, and ultimately it got nominated for the best live action film, short film, at the Oscars 2018, and it won. Completely changed the game for her. And I'll play a video out to end this in a minute where she actually, gives us credit for that. Says that Bulletproof Actor was the thing that changed the game for her. But other people, I'm not saying everyone is going to win an Oscar. Other people have set up businesses. Jen has set up a business that's changed her entire life. She put something out on Instagram for us actually the other day saying genuinely life-changing, not just saying that, no exaggeration. That's what she was saying. Josh, you've heard from, really sorted his head out, booked multiple TV jobs. Other people have created work that's gone on to win awards.
Did Josh get in, was it Corrie he got in really quite soon after Bulletproof?
Yeah.
That was his first.
He's second. He'd got a job on Emmerdale, and then he'd had a bit of a lull for a year, and then got his head back in the game and landed Corrie. But it is, in terms of the success people have had, they're genuinely just happier, healthier, wealthier people. Because it is affecting every part of your life, not just your acting career, folks.
That's so important, yeah.
I'm gutted. We've only got 5 minutes left. I'm going to have to play this video out, and then we're going to have to jump on the Rapid Fire Friday call for our members. Yeah. But if anyone's got any questions, I know we've been quite quick today. If you've got any questions, please drop me an email, ross@bulletproofactor.com. You've got until midnight tonight. If you're watching this on the recording, that's Friday the 7th of March, midnight. That's it. Doors close and it's gone. Right, and it might be gone for 2 years. So please get in now if you want to be involved in this. It would be amazing to work with you every day over the next 3 months to really make the rest of your life the best of your life. And for those people who are on board, cannot wait. Freaking cannot wait to work with you.
Get in the Facebook group and get in the WhatsApp group. People have already done their welcome videos, which it's so lovely to meet you all. But if some haven't already, have this. So if you are in the program, head to the links. You're going to send them the email, aren't you? Head to the links, Facebook and Instagram. Not Instagram, sorry. Facebook and WhatsApp.
Yep.
Join the WhatsApp group. We'll kick that off on Monday. Facebook group, get in there now and do your intro video. And we'll all watch it and we'll give you some words of encouragement and some responses.
Yeah. Get your intro videos in there, and we cannot wait to work with you. I say literally every day for the next 3 months. It's going to be an amazing journey until the end of May. So thank you for watching. I know we've pushed this hard, but we've pushed it hard because I really, really, truly believe in what we sell. I would never push a product on anybody, just for the sake of it. Like, we put our heart and soul into this. This program took us 7 months to write, and create. It really has been a real labour of love. So do get involved if you can, and we'll be back live next week with even more content. So come and hang out on YouTube, subscribe, smash the like button, all that sort of stuff that you normally say, Petch. That's it. Smash it all, like all that, subscribe. And I'll play this video out of Rachel. And Petch, will you run into the community hub and just make sure you're there when people come in, and I'll finish up the live here. Nice one, you legend. Because there'll be people. Take care, Petch. Bye for now. There'll be people. Oh no, stay on. We'll all say bye for now. Or is he gone?
No, me.
Oh, he's here. I can say because there'll be the people won't be going in there for 3 minutes. It's good. Right, I'm going to take down bulletproofactor.com little graphic here, but that's where you're going to go, folks. Bulletproofactor.com. To get involved, and I'll take us off the screen in a second. I'll take the site off the screen, and I'll play this video out. Right, love to everybody. Go forth and conquer. Hopefully we'll see you inside the program, bulletproofactor.com, and we'll catch up with you next time. Until then, boys, you know what time it is? 3, 2, 1.
Bye
for now. Nice. Matt's paused. Oh, he's back. There we go. Right, taking us off the screen. Go get the members, Petch, and I'll see you in a sec. I'll take Petch off. Matt, your legend, thanks for joining us, dude. Thanks ever so much for being here, folks. I'm going to play this video out of Rachel now. Bulletproofactor.com. Come get involved.
Before Bulletproof Actor, my mindset was probably the worst that it's ever been in my career. I remember I was living in the States at the time doing a show called Switched at Birth, and I think I was just experiencing massive bouts of imposter syndrome, really, because there was really well-established people in the show. The show itself was well-established. It was in its sort of second season at the time, so I felt like I was a new kid in school. And I wasn't doing very well on set. At the time, I was auditioning for other shows and going in and kind of royally screwing them up. I couldn't get my head together enough to get through an audition. So nervous and just in my head. And Bulletproof Actor was the thing that changed the game, really. My mindset shifted dramatically since doing the course. first and foremost is actually just getting out of my own way and starting to write. I've always wanted to write, but I guess I've had limiting beliefs on whether I can, whether I'm smart enough, whether I have the right to tell certain stories. And that was a really big thing for me, telling the story of the silent child and creating the conversations that we created around access to education for the deaf community is something I was incredibly passionate about and something that I really, really wanted to do. But I guess, yeah, I had all these limiting beliefs on why I shouldn't, and it was really hard. And then how do you do it? Know how to make a short film, never done it before. And we actually went down the route of crowdfunding, and I was advised against it by more than one person. In fact, 3 people off the top of my head I can think of said, don't do crowdfunding. It'll be terrible. The page will end up closing and you'll just have like 50 quid from your mum or whatever. And thanks to Bulletproof Actor and sort of really stripping back limiting beliefs and understanding it, I managed to kind of smash all that and move through it. And obviously I'm very, very glad that I did. It ended up being a sort of real pivotal moment in my career. We won an Oscar. A light bulb moment for me comes back to the writing again. I had limiting beliefs around being smart enough to write, and I remember one of the exercises being like a tabletop and you need to find the 4 legs to make it stand up. The 4 legs being things that reinforce that doubt. And when I sort of realised I couldn't, it was gone for me. And that was just an idea. And when it's just an idea, it's really easy to then question it and go, actually, that doesn't need to be my story anymore. So that was a real moment for me. What made me choose Bulletproof Actor? It's quite an easy answer, actually. I don't know still now another course like it. So it was kind of an easy choice, really. I can remember reading about it and thinking that's exactly what I need. So yeah, easy choice. Firstly, how sort of practically easy it was to navigate. I've done a handful of online courses and sometimes they're not so simple to follow, but it flowed really well. So I loved that bit. But I also liked the kind of universal nature that when you apply these techniques to your acting career, it bleeds into other areas of your life, such as finance, relationships, friendships. And so you kind of can't help but level up across the board. And I really like that. No, I didn't have any concerns about signing up. I'm a big fan of Ross and the work that he does in the acting community. So I was kind of excited, to be honest. I'd never heard of anything like that. And I knew it was going to be value packed. And it was. So, yeah, no concerns. From my experience, mindset is the most important thing being an actor. I know I've just said the most, and I mean it. I'm kind of ahead of talent. Because if your mindset isn't right going into an audition, it doesn't matter how well prepared you are or how right you are for the role, it's not going to work. And I've experienced times in my career where my mindset hasn't been right and the wheels have really come off, and then I've experienced times where it has and things have flowed and been great. So it's so important. Investing in yourself is so important. As actors, that's kind of all we've got. So if anybody's watching that's on the fence, I'd say go and do it. You won't regret it.